What's up, y'all? It's your girl Naughty Marie TV, and I'm back with another video. I told y'all I was going to give y'all part 2 of the last video I posted yesterday. I was sharing my story, my testimony, and how I survived my narcissist, and how I escaped and had the courage to get up out of that situation. So I think I left off the last video where what happened after we ended up getting married. So before I start this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all, I've been seeing the views, and like I know I'm just now starting back with my channel and stuff like that, but the views that I'm getting, if y'all could view the video, just like the video. Like, why aren't you liking the video? Y'all want to just be nosy. It's giving monitoring spirit vibes, and it's like, ew. So it's just giving, like, you know, support my channel, please. Like, that's all I ask. Like, just support my channel. And I'm not pressing you to like the video, because if you don't like what you're hearing, or you don't get like anything from my message or respect what I'm saying, that's a you problem. I really don't care, but it would be nice if you took the time out to watch the video to just like it. It would, you know, help build my channel. So it don't really matter, because the people who are here for me and who are genuinely going to support me, God is going to send in. So regardless if you like it or not, you're not stopping the show, and it's not stopping me from using my throat chakra and speaking my truth. So it don't really matter, because a lot of people, I realize sometimes, like, the certain views or likes that they get on something, it will discourage them from going forward. And I know that's a part of the spiritual warfare, because I know the devil is mad right now, and the enemy is shaking in their boots, because I'm talking and I'm really speaking my truth. They thought I wasn't going to say nothing, because I ain't said nothing for a long time. They thought I was dead. Nah, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Anyway, yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like, what are you doing? I'm about to have way more better content coming up. This is just the beginning. I'm just getting started. For real, for real. And not only that, if you have not hit that little bell so you can receive notifications every time I post a video. All right, back on track. Anyway, as y'all can see, I'm in better spirits today, because I know God got me through all of this. And yesterday, I really was just drained, because I had to pack up so much stuff, take it to my storage. Like, I was just mentally just drained and tired. It wasn't really like a... Well, yeah, it spiritually too. I ain't even about to sit up here and cap. Spiritually too. I'm just tired all around. Like, I was really, really drained yesterday, but I still was called to make that video. So I was obedient, and I decided to deliver and do what God told me to do. So I'm better now. I just took me a little spiritual bath. So I feel more relaxed. I was able to get the rest of what I needed done today. And now I'm just going with the flow, staying prayed up, and allowing God to lead the way, like I always do. So, again, if y'all hear my kids snoring in the back, because they knocked out, it's about going on 12 o'clock now. I think it's like 11:30. So if y'all hear them snoring and stuff, excuse that. My babies is tired, and they got to wake up early for school. So let my babies sleep in peace, and I don't need y'all commenting and saying anything, period. Well, actually, go ahead and comment, because that's going to help the channel anyway. So whether it's good or bad comments, go off. Anyway, yeah, so left off from where I was telling y'all yesterday, when after we had got married, this is what really got me. And this is, I fought myself too, but like I said, I wasn't in the best mind frame, and I was just very low. I was vibrating very low, and I was just allowing things that I normally typically wouldn't allow. And like I said, I was just desperate, and I wanted to save my family. I wanted to keep my family so bad. Like, I just wanted to, you know, just make it happen regardless of what. But this is where you draw the line. When you didn't take our vows seriously, and when you decide to still think you're going to play in my face, not only in my face, but God's face, yeah, absolutely not. This bozo decides right after we had got married, which tells me he ain't ever stopped leaving her alone. I already told y'all she had got pregnant once. This was before we got married. I accepted him back after that. I forgave him because he gave me the whole, oh, I'm sorry, I want my family back. I've been through this when I was a child, using his childhood trauma, if that's even true, you know, to try to make me feel bad and feel sorry and reason with him and understand, like, okay, I get it, you know, all right, let's see if we still have a chance, you know what I'm saying? Because I've heard in different situations and scenarios with other people, like, niggas dog their asses out. I mean, have multiple kids on them and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they still somehow make it out. And, you know, so I'm thinking in my case, like, maybe this could be us, you know. I'm not going to allow one little situation like that, and I didn't put in all this time and energy and love and stuff on my end into this, at the time I thought was a union. So I'm, you know, whatever, let me see if we can move past this. So decide, you know, to go along with the marriage or whatever. And when I tell y'all, this is how I know it was no good intentions behind this shit, is because when we went to the courthouse, I mean, like I said, he was pressing, because I was very hesitant. Like, in my spirit, I felt it was off. But again, I was just like, okay, we already here. He talked me into it. Like, he was really like, let's just go do this. Like, don't change your mind now. Let's just go do it. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. You know what's so crazy? On our way to the courthouse, I saw her car. Like, she had passed us. It was so weird. She had passed us right before we had went into the courthouse. Like, right before we got to the courthouse. So that was kind of like a sign for me. I didn't really take it serious, but I thought that was kind of weird. But looking back now, it was like, yeah, you should have just took that as a sign and said, nigga, no, I'm not about to marry you. Anyway, from there, this shit is so crazy. It's funny now, though, when I really look back at it. Like, I was so weak. I was so, like, girl, ew. Anyway, when we got into the courthouse, y'all, he filled out everything. I didn't even have to fill out nothing. He filled out everything as if he'd been through this shit before, which I don't think he has. You know, I think that was his first time going through that, but shit, who knows, you know. But I ain't have to do nothing. I just sat there. I stood there, and he just did everything. And so then we went to somebody who pretty much pronounced us husband and wife. We had AJ and DJ with us when we went and did it. And they were both babies at the time. Like, Dion was a baby. He was in his car seat. Like, I had just kind of had him for real. So, and like, that's why I'm saying I was postpartum bird brain. Like, I was not really all the way there. And he took advantage of that. But it's cool. I ain't just going to blame it on him. I take accountability, too, for that, you know. Just moving fast and just feeding into BS. And y'all, when I tell y'all, when I called, like, when I call my best friend, like, Angel will tell y'all, I call her and I tell her, guess what I just did? She was like, what? I was like, I got married. Me and Andre are married. And I just knew everybody was going to be happy for me, because she's not the only one I called, but she was like the first person I called. And she was like, naughty, why? Like, no. Like, that's how y'all know I was not in the right. I didn't care what nobody was telling me. You couldn't tell me nothing. It's like I was under, like, an illusion. I was like a spell was cast upon me or something. I was so like I was about to do that. I don't want to do that, because that's rude, you know. There's people out here who really, like, you know, and I'm not about to mock or, you know, be on that. But I was just slow. I wasn't thinking, and I was, like I said, I was just desperate. So looking back, I'm just like, damn, because I'm like, damn, you're not happy for me? And I'm like, now I'm looking at it from this Nautica, who I am today. I'm like, well, I wouldn't have been happy for me either, because what the hell, girl? He was just beating your ass in a hotel room, been cheating on you, then had a baby on you. I mean, what, you want him to kill you? Like, and you just married him? What was wrong with you? It's like kind of so much damn near selling your soul. For real. Like, shit, when you really think about it. That's how I felt, really, when I sit and think about this shit. Like, what, girl? So nobody was happy for me. Everybody was just like, I mean, we ain't about to, like, knock you down, but that, I don't think that was a good decision. But shit, it's already done. Congratulations, you know. So yeah, but after that, I think a week or two had went by. And I get a freaking text message saying basically like, and this was the girl he had a baby with already. Her and her friend hitting my phone. We going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I felt like I was on top of the world at this time. I'm like, ha, I'm the wife. You know what I'm saying? He settled down with me, dumb as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hit me with the, well, she pregnant again. Or no. Let me backtrack. I found out she was pregnant again after Nova's baby shower. They hit me with the, well, he was just over here and we, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, he ain't taking your marriage serious, so. And I'm just like, no, that's a lie. Like, just delusional as hell. Because I just couldn't believe it. I'm just like, are you serious? Like, you really that sick in the brain to just still be out here after I forgave you for the first one? And, like, you pressed me out to marry you, and then you just go ahead and do that again, nigga? Like, that's so evil. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's really people out here who would, like, go the bottom of the barrel to really hurt somebody and, like, really, like, try to break somebody's spirit and just be that selfish and weird. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, who does that? Like, I don't know. I don't know. So, I ain't believe it. And then they get to sending text messages and screenshots and all this stuff. I'm just like, wait, okay. This is crazy. Like, so when I found out he was still dealing with her after we had got married, I'm like, okay, yeah. He was at work at the time, of course. So I'm getting these screenshots. I'm getting all the evidence, all the proof. I send it to him. Of course, he's playing dumb. Like, what are you talking about? Like, your number's right here. You know what I'm saying? I see what's tea. Like, there's no denying or hiding the fact. Not only that, you have a baby with her, too. So y'all are tied in that way anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not just through sex, but now, like, a tie through an actual child, too, now. So, you know, it's just like, why would you not still be dealing with her? You know? So, at the time, I didn't think about none of that. I didn't care because I thought I was on top of the world. I was the wife. I thought I was doing something. No, stink, baby. Pipe me down, humble me real quick. So, from there, like I said, I got the screenshots. I got the proof. I got the evidence. I'm like, he not going to be able to, you know, get by from this. He ain't got no choice but to tell the truth from here. I got all the proof. I got all the evidence. So, he ends up messaging me back after I sent him all the stuff that they was sending me, all the screenshots and stuff. I'm like, so, you know, what's tea? Like, this what they talk about. We just got married. You know what I'm saying? I just had your second son. What, like, why are you still continuing this after you just pressed me to go into this courtroom with you, begging me, talking about something, you want your family back, this, that, the third, you sorry you effed up, you gotta heal, you going through so much, you've been through so much, you really love me, this, that, third. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, psychologically, like, that's some psychopath shit, for real. Sociopath, psychopath, weird shit. So, of course he denies it. He has to save his ass. But it's like, too late to apologize. Like, I'm not falling for it this time. We had already been down this road. So, it's just different now because now, on paper, we're actually legally married. So, I didn't put myself in a goddamn bind, in a hole. Like, it's harder now, you know what I'm saying? To just be like, okay, whatever. You're not just my baby father at this point. So, from there, I'm telling him, like, all right, yeah, I'm done. I'm not about to do this. I'm about to go back home. I'm about to go back to my, like, I'm gonna call my grandmother and I'm about to pack my shit up and we about to go. So he threatens me, saying he's going to pretty much come there and off me, off our kids, and off himself if I leave, trying to get in my head and scare me basically into staying. Because he did have a gun. And at this time, I had a friend I was talking to at the time. I'm not going to say her name. If she watches this video, she knows who I am. And shout out to her. I'm gonna give her this. Shout out to her, because she came and she picked me and my kids up, and we packed all of our shit up in her car at the time. She didn't even have a truck. Everything that I could pack up, and I did have, I packed all that shit up, and we got the fuck. And she drove me to my grandmother's house. And that, you know, from there, that's, you know, where I went, where I was, and where I raised all my kids. Well, the last 3 of my kids, but at the time I only had AJ and DJ. So, yeah, I had to hide his gun. And I was scared as shit, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared because he's like a loose cannon. At the same time, a bitch. Like, he really wasn't about that life. But in situations like that, you just never know. Some people, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, he wanted to keep me for some reason. Like, because, you know, you could just be out here doing what you do. I've left before. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do what you do what you do. But no, these niggas want their cake and eat it too, and can get whatever they're going to get out of you and the next person as well. You know? So, I had to hide his gun. I'm on the phone with, you know, one of my old friends at this time, and I'm just venting and telling her what's going on and stuff. And the other baby mother, she over here messaging my old friend, basically kind of telling her what's tea and what's going on too. So we like all in the loop of just trying to put 2 and 2 together and figure shit out. So my old friend, she's like, girl, oh my gosh, you know, like, you need me to come get you? Like, I'll come get you. So she on her way to come get me. At this time, we living in Fredericksburg. And so she's like, all right, I'm on my way. Because I was scared as shit, y'all. Like, he was already putting his hands on me and threatening me and shit before. I mean, not to this extent. But, you know, we having our little fallouts and then get a little physical and shit like that. So, and at this time, my spirit was, like, almost completely broken. Like, I was so low, you know. So, I was kind of like his puppet at the time. I wasn't strong enough to really stand on my own and like get through these things. I felt like my life was pretty much over, because at this point I got 3 sons. I got 3 kids that I have to figure out how I'm gonna raise. I'm not trying to, in my mind, I didn't want to be by myself raising them. So I literally was just trying to do whatever I can to just stay with him and be with him up until this situation. Like, you're telling me we just got married, you're still cheating on me? Like, this shit's just gonna get worse from here. Like, no, it just comes a time where you just like, no, like, enough is enough. Every woman has a breaking point. What's that Carrie Hilson song? Every woman has a breaking point, y'all. Breaking point, hey. Anyway, sorry for getting off track. And I got a little singing voice. I can't really sing, so don't do too much. Don't do too much about my singing, okay? I really be trolling for real. But that was one of my favorites. Still one of my favorite songs by her. Like, that's a powerful ass song. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, comment below on that song and what y'all feel about that song. All my ladies. I mean, if you fellas like it too, hey. But it's called Breaking Point by Carrie Hilson. That shit is real. That's a real ass song. What she say? No woman should be lied to, cheated on, and beat it on. Like, for real shit. So that was my breaking point when I found out we just got married and you're cheating on me still. You thought I was about to stay? Like, through that, I already was like hesitant about forgiving you and accepting you back from the first baby that you had on me. Like, what the fuck? Never thought I would go through that, but whatever. And y'all realize, as I'm talking about this, he would do this stuff at my most vulnerable moments and when I wasn't all the way there, or when, you know, I was just weak and broken. Not completely broken, but broken enough at the time. And not really knowing better. Because like I told y'all, I didn't have my father. I didn't have parents in my life to really tell me certain things. I grew up too fast. I kind of just did my own thing and just been figuring life out. Of course, my grandma tried to talk to me and her other grandkids, her granddaughters, and tell us that it's certain stuff, but it's certain things that she hadn't been through to really walk me through. She hadn't experienced to tell me, oh, this is this is that. Of course, there's other people in my family I know who's been abused and mistreated and cussed out and, you know, not treated the best, but I never experienced that for myself. It's different when you experience it. You go through it by yourself, for yourself, you know? So, and that's why I speak out for every other woman out here. Like, y'all, please take it from me. Don't make these same mistakes. If you hear this message, don't make them same mistakes. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And understand, when God gives you signs and God gives you warnings, please take heed and hear him and be obedient and leave. I don't care how hard it is. I know it sucks. I know you've seen a future with these people, this person, that man, whatever. I get it. It's easier said than done. But I'm telling y'all, y'all will save yourself a lot of damn trouble, a lot of damn heartache and pain, and whatever else that's bad, by just leaving when you can. Leaving when you can tell, the first red flag is there and you see it. Go. Run fast. Haul ass. I hauled ass eventually, but I swear I should have did it way sooner. But then again, I can't say that, because then I wouldn't have my 3 other little blessings, So everything happens for a reason. But if you can save yourself before you're that deep into something, and you're that tied into something, and that binded to something, where it's not just 1, but 2, 3, and however many more kids it is, just go. Save yourself the trouble, for real. So, excuse me, my baby talking his sleep. What you dreaming about, boy? These kids be sleeping. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Like, they're not. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm packing my stuff up. I'm serious. And he knew I was serious this time. Like, he knew. Like, yeah, I was weak, but he's like, all right, he knew his limit with certain things. It's like he knew, but he didn't care. It's like he was trying to test the waters. But he knew that at this particular time, like, oh, shit, she was T. And I'm pretty sure he knew that she was probably pregnant again at the time. I don't know if they both knew that or not, because this was just a back and forth thing with us. It was a love triangle, y'all. Just trifling. Ugh. So, my friend on her way, my old friend was on her way, but before she had got there, I had her on the phone, like, just so I could have a witness, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, like I said, if she watching this video, I'm sure she can recall and remember this shit. It's been some years, but I know she can remember this shit, because this was some crazy shit. She was on the phone. This nigga took my phone, snatched my phone, and, I had to call the cops and everything. I'm not even like that, but my life was in danger. Me and my kids' lives was in danger, and I didn't have no phone, and they didn't have no house phone, so my phone was all I had to, to communicate with people. So, what ended up happening? Pretty much, he was at work. He always would come home for breaks, for lunch, because at the time he was working at this like towel place. So he like I said, we was living in Fredericksburg, so his job was not that far from the house we was living in at the time with his peoples. So he would come home for breaks, so his break was coming up. So he was like, when he found out I was pretty much about to leave, that's another thing, ladies, don't ever tell your abuser that you're leaving. Just make a grand escape and never go back. Don't tell him, because he going to do everything and say anything and everything to keep you there, keep you stuck. Or, even worse, kill your ass. I just had, God was on my side. Always been. So, I had it easier. I wouldn't say easier, but God was protecting me that whole entire time. I was able to escape that. So, without being harmed or hurt. Well, he did put his hands on me and stuff like that, but I was able to hide his gun. He knew where his gun was for him to off us in that type of way, like he claimed he was going to do. So, like I said, my old friend on her way at the time, he got to the house. When I heard the door open and I heard him come down the steps, because we was living in the basement at this time, because it was a townhouse. It was 3-level townhouse. We was in the basement, and he opened the front door, my heart just dropped because I'm like, oh shit, like what's about to happen? And so I kept her on the phone because she's on her way, but I'm like, stay on the phone, like just in case like anything crazy happens, you can call the cops and you know the address, you know what I'm saying, like you know what's what. So he ends up coming down the steps, like I mean he runs down the steps. He comes to the room, he sees I done packed up a few things, and he's like, you ain't going nowhere, where my gun, where my gun? I'm like, and at this point I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm not telling you where that is, because what the hell, like I'm not about to do this, you know, I'm just about to leave, just please let me just leave in peace, just let me leave in peace. He ain't want me to leave. I'm just like, I need to go because this is not safe. I'm pretty much done with you now because you're still dealing with her regardless of what. You don't respect me as a person, period. Not even just being your wife at this point. You don't respect the marriage. You don't respect yourself. You don't respect God. Like, ew, I'm done with this. Like, I'm not doing this. You can have her. Y'all can do what y'all do. I'm just going to take myself out the mix at this point because you don't take none of this shit serious. So, end up, she hearing us pretty much tussling because this is when he snatches my phone and he like choking me up and, you know, dragging me around and stuff like that, and throws my phone out in the backyard. I'm so happy that I had called the cops too, because they were able to go out there and find my phone. I thought my phone was just done. I thought it was gone. And then it was raining, so I really thought it was just done and it was just wet and damaged and stuff. But by the grace of God, it was saved. That they had came and they ceased the situation and I was able to exit safely. She had pulled up finally. You know, I was able to get my phone. It's certain parts that I don't want to go completely all in detail because, like I said, this is years ago, so I'm trying to remember everything. All I remember is basically she's on the phone. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Nadia, I'm almost there," you know, because she can hear that I'm like going through with this nigga. He's trying to scare me into leaving and doing whatever he can to distract me and to hold me back from going. But none of that worked because he ends up, of course, when he knew I had called the cops, he hurried up and hauled ass back to work or wherever he was at the time. Because I'm like, you're not about to, we're not about to do this. I told you, just let me leave in peace. You don't want to let me leave in peace? And yeah, I'm going to call the people that you don't like. So, whatever it takes to keep me and my kids safe, shit. So, like I said, the cops came to end up being able to give me my phone. His parents were not there at the time. And he had left. At the time, finally he had left. I was able to get my phone. I think she was about to pull up. I'm still packing up the rest of my shit, whatever I could get to take it to go back to my grandmother's house. And before she could get there, I think his parents had came or whatever. And they're like trying to blame me. Like I was the blame. And that's the thing, y'all, with these narcissistic ass damn people. They enable their kids and spoil their kids, and they let their kids do whatever for so long that it's never their child's fault. It's always the victim's fault. Like, it's such a psychological messed up situation. They always make it the actual victim's fault. Like, why did you make him mad? Or what did you say? What did you do? Like, what? So I remember just feeling like, damn, fuck me. I'm the one who, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to escape this shit. Y'all making it seem like I'm the one and the reason why he is who he is. That's y'all fault. Y'all raised that monster. Like, don't do that. I came in trying to change the nigga, and I guess they didn't want that to happen either. Because a lot of people who raise narcissistic children, or adults at the time, you know, because they get older, they don't like taking responsibility for how their child turned out. 1. 2, they also don't want their child to heal because they benefit off of you know what that child can give them or get, you know, it's a very abusive, weird cycle, you know. So it's just crazy. And these people wear masks and make it seem like they just are so and you would never know until you living in that type of household or you're around that type of shit to really grasp the concept and how these people operate. And the shit is just, it's a headache, to say the least. It's a headache. Like, it will mentally drive you crazy. I'm surprised I didn't, like, go insane. Almost did, but I escaped just in time. Long story short, I told them I'm leaving, so it is what it is. Y'all got it. I can't do this no more. Y'all not gonna believe what I say anyway. He claims he's the victim. If I'm so that bad of a person or whatever he'd have told y'all, I'll let y'all run with that. Whatever. It is what it is. Y'all be the same ones complaining and cussing his ass out too and saying he this and he that when it's beneficial for you or when he disrespecting you. But when it come to me, everybody forget. Shit was crazy. So from there, long story short, my old friend ended up picking me up, and I was able to pack up everything that I could, and I took me and my babies to my grandmother's house. I let her know what was going on. She said, of course you could come home. Of course you can come here, especially with all that going on. At this time, I didn't know I was pregnant with Nova. Once I'm living with my grandmother, it was kind of like same thing with DJ, but I already was married to him now. So we a little bit more deep in this shit, or at least I am. And I really just didn't know with her. So, and it's other pieces and stories of abusive situations. Like, I want to tell this one story so bad, but then it's just going to throw me off of what I'm already telling y'all. So I'll save that story for another day if I ever talk about that. Honestly, I plan on writing a book because it will make more sense reading this to me, where I can actually sit, gather my thoughts, and put everything in order, So stay tuned for that. I'm trying to get that all situated. My grandma got connects with that, so we'll get to that point. Just bear with me. So on the way to my grandmother's house, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to like wrap my head around all of this shit, y'all. Because I'm just like, this is crazy. I'm really like, I really kind of put myself in a situation. Like, what the fuck? And you really have to sit and think like, okay, girl, yeah, this person was lying, doing all of this, whatever. And you pretty much got with a narcissistic ass person. But what is within you that you need to heal? With, like, you know what I'm saying? For you to even, like, go through that and be in that. Like, it's something that within you had to go through this to heal and fix something within you. And I know that's where the generational trauma and curses come through, y'all. At the time, I was not spiritually tapped in or aware, but now I know why. And why my story and the shit that I've been through, not even just in relationships, have been so traumatic and just the craziest experiences, bro. Because the devil did not want me to find out and heal and be awakened or any of that. That's why I say what the devil means for bad, God always turns it in for your good. I am a living testimony of that. Anyway, fast forward. Finally at my grandma's house, got my room back, squared away, organized to where me and my boys, we, this is what our life is about to be now. Because I knew I couldn't, I didn't want to deal with him anymore. Find out I'm pregnant with Nova. I don't even know how I found out I was pregnant with her. Because I swear I had miscarriage. Okay, yeah, now I'm about to talk about, there we go. Thank you, Lord. I thought I miscarried because before that whole situation that happened where I packed my stuff up and left and all of that, he threatened our lives. In August, we had went to this girl's, I'll say her name, Amber. She had a birthday party. And we went to the birthday party. It was cool. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie. It was a nice little time. We had a good time. Me and him was beefing, but this was the norm. We would be beefing one day and be good, the next minute. You know what I'm saying? As long as we had some weed to smoke, it's like, all right, whatever. Whatever. It's cool. So we ended up going to this party, and this guy that my best friend was messing with or had met at the party at the time, whatever. When we was about to leave, he had realized I was bleeding. Like I had like a blood stain like on the back of my shorts. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I had just got off my period. So, sorry for the TMI. I'm just keeping it real and being real honest and blunt with y'all. But he was like, he did it real nice, respectful, very discreet. And my best friend was like, what the hell? You do. Like, you are bleeding, naughty. Like, what the fuck? So, of course, I figured that all out at the time. But the reason I was bleeding was because a few days before that, I think 1 or 2 days before that, we had gotten an argument. And it was over something stupid. I think I was like ignoring him or trying to avoid him, or he was mad I didn't want to like have sex with him or something. I don't know. I was just kind of like, because I was just kind of disgusted with him. Like my body was rejecting him at a certain point. Because I'm just like, you're ill. Like, and that's another thing, y'all. When you listen to your body, listen to your coochie. If that thing ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if it ain't doing it for you with somebody that you dealing with, that is another sign you need to go. You need to leave, because if your body not feeling it, your body's rejecting it or that person, don't do it no more. Save yourself. So, yeah, we had got into it, and he had put his hands on me, or he was just trying to rough me up, and I'm like, I got tired of that. Like, I'm not your fucking rag doll. So, I'm getting out of it and stuff, and we start tussling for real, and I ain't ever in my life, he didn't black my eye before, you know what I'm saying? We have gotten into it where it got a little bad, but this was the worst, because he had fractured my rib cage. Never took me to the doctor or the hospital to get it checked out. Of course, to save his face, save his ass. I wasn't driving or anything, so I didn't have a way. I didn't want to tell. I was scared, for real. So, and like I said, this is just what we did. We would just argue and tussle and fight and make up. A real true trauma bond, y'all, for real. So, with kids involved, which made it just even worse. So, he ends up punching me. It was either a punch or a kick. I think it was a punch. Yeah, he punched me. I ain't ever been hit like that by somebody before, especially a nigga. Like, he hit me like I was another nigga out on the street. Because I remember just being on the floor, and he punched me. Because I remember. Because when he did it, he said something to me that would stick with me for the rest of my life. He punched me in my rib cage and was like, "You think you're better than me?" I was like that threw me off. The punch already threw me off, but then him saying that was just like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, and of course, at this point, I'm scared as shit, so I gather myself up, and I put myself in a corner in the bathroom, and he's just going off. I don't remember everything he was saying, but it was very disrespectful. I do remember that. All I kept thinking about it, and it was just going off in my head, was him saying, "You think you're better than me," because that just said so much without saying too much. It said so much. It was so loud. Because it's like, what are you talking about? Because in my mind, it's like, nigga, all of this shit I've been going through with you, and you in competition with me, for real? Like, you just got told on yourself, and that's why you treat me the way that you treat me. You try and break my spirit, and you do me the way you do me. What the hell is, like, this is a spiritual warfare. This is some spiritual shit I was going through at the time. I didn't even know it, bro. I didn't even know it. I was sleeping with the damn devil. So from there, my rib cage was so messed up. I think that's why I have back problems to this day, on top of the epidurals that I got when I was in labor and stuff. But my shit was messed up to the point it changed my breathing and some more shit. My best friend knew about this shit too. It's a couple people who knew about this. And like, for real, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all think I'm lying or over what you call it, over exaggerating or just putting shit together, she is my living witness. She was with us through the beginning to the end. Shout out to my best friend Angel. I love you. If you're watching this, boo, I love you so much. Because you know, from the beginning, before we was even together, to the ending of everything. So she could testify all of this. None of this shit is a lie. And he knows that too. And his other friend, Eric, she used to date him. Not to bring that up, but he was there for certain moments too. It's a couple witnesses. It's a couple people who I could really name and be like, yeah, y'all was there. But the main person I can name who still today I love and who's Team Nautica and who's been here for me from day one, my best friend Angel. She's witnessed it, seen this. I've cried to her. She was there through all of this. So, yeah. None of this is just made up. It sounds crazy, I get it, but yeah, I don't got time to be making up lies and shit. I got bigger fish to fry, to be honest. But yeah, so yeah, that's all I remember. And then like from there, my shit was just messed up. And of course, I'm sorry, because that's what they do. They beat on you, abuse you, and manipulate you and gaslight you and making you feel like it's your fault and this, that, the third. And then they love bomb you again and make you feel like, oh, it's not that bad. I mean, he loves me. He's just damaged too. And no. So that was like another reason why I was like, I got to get up out of this, because this is just getting worse. So that and finding out he was cheating on me still, it's too much. The other baby that you had, it was just too much. It's too much. So, ended up going to that party, and I was miscarriaging, because that was like I said, it was a couple days prior to that party. It was like a day or two before that party. We just had made up and was like, and I wouldn't even say made up. I had kind of was helping set up the party, so I ain't really have no choice but to go anyway. So I had to play shit off like everything's okay with me, because I didn't want to let her down. You know what I'm saying? I told her I would help her to put the party together and help her to plan it and stuff. So yeah, so I had to show up regardless. So in pain and all, wasn't trying to let it faze me. You know, we went and like I said, it was a nice little time. It was cool. It ended up being bad because niggas started fighting and stuff, of course, and can never have a good time. People always gotta come and mess up something. So that's irrelevant. But anyway, at the towards the end of the party, that's when what's the name pointed out I was bleeding. Little did I know I was miscarriaging. But this is where the story's like, what the fuck? So that's why I say I didn't know I was pregnant with Nova, because before I had finally left him, which I think this happened maybe a week or two later, before I went back home, I literally, I miscarried. And then I ended up going back to my grandmother's house, and I was at my grandmother's house with the boys. And then I think I had a doctor's appointment or something. I just wanted to go check on my body. I ended up going to check on my body, and I found out I was pregnant. I looked at that damn lady. I was like, I'm what? She said, yeah, you're about so-and-so many weeks. I was like, what the fuck? I just miscarried. Like, so I believe, and my grandmother says this all the time, I believe I was having twins, because twins does run in his family. Mine's too, but real heavy on his, I think. So, because his mother is a twin, honestly. So, I think Nova I was pregnant with twins with her, but she was still there, I guess. Like, I guess miscarried her twin, one of the babies, and with that situation when that had happened. So it was just crazy. But again, God, because Lord knows I needed my daughter. She changed my whole life. My sons did too, but it's something about you having a mini version of you, a daughter. And when I found out it was a girl, when I found out she was a girl, that shit, because I was praying on it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant again. Oh, I'm already going through this, I'm going through that. I know he's not about to help me at all. Like, I'm back home. Like, I was just, oh my gosh, it was so crazy, you guys. My emotions was just all over the place. So I couldn't wait to find out what the gender was when I did find out I was pregnant again. And it all was sinking in. And it's like, okay, this is my life. This is what I gotta accept. Without his help, and I know he's not gonna be here because I left, because I don't want to deal with that, it's just gonna get worse. So from there, I just was living my life, taking care of the boys, figuring out. I found out I was pregnant at the time, so I'm just trying to take care of my body, myself, my health. But in the meantime, I'm praying. I'm like, Lord, okay, now I know I'm pregnant again. Like, at least make this fun, spice it up for me. Please let it be a girl, because I already had 3 boys. Clearly, I just produce a lot of boys. Our family produces a lot of boys, like a lot of them. So I'm thinking, oh gosh, Lord, I'm about to have a 4th little boy, and I don't have no father figure, no male role model in they life already. Like, no, like, come on, like, switch it up, make this fun and exciting. He answered my prayer. Next time I went to the doctors, which is the reveal the gender, and my doctor knew how bad I wanted a little girl. And so I remember that appointment, I could tell on her face, because she was trying to surprise me. She was like, you want to know what you having? And I could tell from her face, because she knew I really wanted a girl. And she was like, from how she said it, I was like, what, a girl? And she was like, yeah, congratulations. I was so happy. Oh my gosh. I felt I was having my baby girl, bro. I'm like, yes, this is going to be fun. She's going to help me to grow and, change my life, because I have to do things differently with her this time. You know what I'm saying? Like this time I'm having a girl. It's not a boy. Not saying I wasn't going to change my life. It just, I guess, gave me more of a boost and an encouragement to really like stand on shit and really be like, okay, I gotta do this right. So found out I'm having a girl. Let's fast forward. Not to mention that whole pregnancy, I think Nova was the best pregnancy I ever had. Like, I made sure I was going to be happy in that pregnancy. I already went through 3 pregnancies where I wasn't the happiest, and I really had just went through it, So, and I'm not saying that because they were boys. I'm just saying that the circumstances at the times, the fathers, and just the situations was just not the best, especially with Dion. I can't stress that enough, especially when I was pregnant with him. That's when everything really started to, like, make sense, and it hit me, and shit was more revealed, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, it was so bad. So with Nova, I'm like, shit, I'm having my girl. I had already been through this and that. I'd escaped that. I'm about to really, really do this thing and make this thing a good thing this time. I didn't want my baby to feel that. I already went through that with Dion, so I didn't want my baby girl, my next baby, to feel that shit. Like, it's not healthy, So I made myself. Of course, I still had emotions and was going through the motions and shit, and, had my days. But overall, that was one of the best pregnancies I had. I made my mind up, and God allowed me to enjoy that pregnancy with or without him in the mix of it all. So from there, oh my gosh, y'all, it's just so crazy. It's so long. From there, fast forward, we have Nova's baby shower. Me and him was not together during my pregnancy with her. He knew I was pregnant with her, and it's like he'd check in here and there, you know what I'm saying? But he was out here, and he was still dealing with the 3rd baby mother and whoever else, Lord knows, So, he wasn't taking care of the boys or helping me with them or none of that. He barely checked in for me, and, asking how. It's like he would do it to like save his face, you know. It wasn't genuine, you know what I'm saying, if he did check in or whatever, or if he probably was trying to get back in my pants or something, or if just beneficial, or just to tear me down and be negative and try to break my spirit, you know what I'm saying, which I overcome that for the most part now because I knew who I was dealing with. So not too much of that was going on, and then I wasn't around him or living with him, so you know, it wasn't as bad. But yeah, that was a good pregnancy. Closer to where I'm about to, you know, be giving birth to her, I had my baby shower for her. That was one of the best baby showers I ever had too. AJ, I had a good baby shower for him. And then my sister, shout out to my sister and the kids, she, when I was pregnant with Dion, she had set up a surprise lunch baby shower for me. I didn't know about it. One day she knew I was going to fuck through it. Oh my gosh, she knew I was going to fuck through it. So, and she knew I didn't have shit for real. I was just by myself a lot with Dion's pregnancy. So she, one time I was at her house, and at this time she was with somebody, and her and that person pretty much set up and planned to take me to lunch. So she was like, let's go to lunch, Naughty, da 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 da. I'm be coming out there, and you know, let's go to Cheesecake Factory. So we ended up going to Cheesecake Factory, and they surprised me. All my family and friends and stuff was at the lunch, and it was just it was very sweet. And when I look back and think about that, and we ended up having that there. So Dion did end up having some type of like baby shower. It was like a surprise lunch baby shower with him. AJ was a Mickey Mouse themed baby shower, and that was at his parents' house when they lived in Dumfries, and it was nice. Most of my family came, his family came, and that was a nice baby shower. And then for LJ, I went on it was a pamper day type thing. We got everything I needed. You know, I was younger, so it wasn't really a baby shower, but like my family had came together, and we went shopping, and I just, you know, I got pampered, you know. So Nova's baby shower, I planned this out. I got the decorations. I had cupcakes and stuff made. Like, it was so cute. It was Princess and the Frog theme. Like, it was really sweet. It was so cute, y'all. So, like, I really love that pregnancy and like just going through that and experience that. And like I said, it was exciting. I was having a girl. I had 3 boys at this point. Like, it was just, I wanted to go out. I was like, I'm having a little mini me, little Naughty Marie, little Nova Marie. Like, what? Okay. So, like I said, me and him, we weren't like really talking for real, but like I said, he was trying to hit me up here and there to act like he cared, or, you know, because he knew that was his daughter. Like, he knew that was his child. He knew Dion was his child too. He just had to carry on with the front and the lie he had already created, because he didn't want to make himself look dumb as shit by telling Shorty that was, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to deal with her because this was before they found out she was pregnant. So he, you know, I'm already pregnant. That's another responsibility on him. So it's like, F me. And then he was mad because I had left. And y'all, when I left, I didn't tell y'all this. When I left, when I found out I was pregnant with Dion, well, before I had found out I was pregnant with Dion, because I found that out when I went back to my grandma's house when I was already there. This nigga goes around and tells people I left him over a fucking taco. Because he wouldn't give me Taco Bell. He told people I left him over a taco, y'all. A taco? Like, be for real. And I'm sorry, but not sorry. The people who fell for that shit, like, you're retarded and you're delusional. Like, that's some delusional shit. How the fuck do you believe some shit like that? Like, be for real. Even though it is some bratty ass, crazy ass, entitled ass females out here. What the fuck do I look like leaving the father of my child that I already know I'm having, and that I already have with him, and then I know that I'm having another one with him now that I've left. What the fuck do I look like leaving over a taco? Because you wouldn't get me a taco. That don't make sense. But okay. Like, I'm sorry. I had to bring that up. Because that shit really makes me laugh till this day when I think about that shit. Anyway. So, like I said, fast forward. Okay. Had that baby shower for Nova. I did invite him. I asked my family, I was like, should I invite him? Because my heart, like, I can't do people the way that they'd be doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just never been in me for real. Like, now it's different. I have set boundaries now, healthy boundaries I've set and stuff like that. Like, it's different. But back then, and then being vulnerable and pregnant and going through that and stuff, like, being my first go around, the situation and all of that, it was harder for me to just be cold-blooded and return that same energy, So it was just harder for me to just be like, F you, You gotta think, it's like, okay, this is a father of my children, and this is about to be my third one with him. We already got married, you know what I'm saying? Then, like, beyond everything, you don't really sit down and think about the shit, but, like, people, of course, in your ear, like, I mean, that's still their dad. That's still their dad. That's still their dad. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, ugh. So, I really didn't want to invite him, but they told me, just invite him, and if he come, he come. So, Lord, I'm glad I did invite him, because I found out, this is the part that's like, oh, shit. So, he ends up coming. I invited some of his family, too, so some of his peoples came. They was there. Then I invited a couple, people from my family, a couple friends. Shout out to DJ Samoy, because Samoy came and he DJ. He set up his little equipment, all of that in my basement. This is when he was first starting off, too, y'all. But we had a good old time. It was really fun. Like, it was really fun. Like, we definitely did that and celebrated for the Nova and, her coming into the world. So, yeah, he came, he ended up coming, and yeah, the next day, this is where shit is just like, why I said, y'all want to know what happened on part 2 on what this nigga done did. Why I get a phone call from his sister and the third baby mother. She's just so pressed to tell me that she's pregnant with another child, knowing we was married. Y'all, I was so calm. I said, oh, I already knew that was going to happen. Just because I knew who I was dealing with. It was giving, I got your man vibes the entire time while we was going through this, doing this back and forth shit. So it's like, okay. And what's new at this point? That was my reaction, and how I felt. Is after a while, it's just like, okay, like, you are you in competition or something with having kids? Because what the fuck? I didn't know I was pregnant with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had miscarriage and shit. I didn't know, like, what the fuck? You knew we was married and you still decided to get pregnant again? Like, okay, I guess that's a flex. For him, it's like, we know, you know what I'm saying? He's just whatever, It just didn't shock me. And I know that I didn't get the reaction that these motherfuckers wanted to get out of me. Because I was just over it. And I just was determined to have a good pregnancy with my kid. With my daughter. I'm not about to sit up here and let this shit I already went through work me up. And I'm at the end of my pregnancy. You're like, no. You're not about to have me have an early birth. Because you want to be trifling. Because that's trifling. I would not ever in a million years go out here and sleep with somebody I know who done got married or was married. To prove a point or not. That's crazy to me. I don't know. It's just weird. So, that was that. So, I really knew I was about to be dealing with him after that. Like, yeah, no. Like, and of course he lied about that. Calling her all types of this and that. I mean, to the point where I put him on three-way. We put him on three-way. And I let her listen to what he was saying. Like, that bitch is crazy and this and that. I didn't sleep with her. She's a liar. I put it on speakerphone so my grandma could hear. My grandma was like, Naughty, he's lying. You could tell how hyped up and upset he is. He's lying. He's caught. He didn't think that was going to come out. Because the reason she had called me and told me that was because his sister had came to my baby shower for Nova. And she was hopping the fence too. Fake ass. One minute she be all team her, then she team naughty, all in my face. But I don't do the fake shit. That's what the fuck his people had to know. I don't do the fake shit. You want to be over there, stay over there. You not about to be up in my business and acting like you fuck with me and stuff. Like, And you know what's tea, and you know that I've been dealing with him before this person was in the mix of shit. Like, no. It was weird as shit. The whole dynamic was weird. Like, his peoples knew that he was letting her in the house. It's just weird, y'all. Like, people was, like, enabling this type of behavior. There's no motherfucking way in hell. With my sons, I know that you married, or you got, even if you not married, if you got a female I know you dealing with, and I really like her, and I know that girl really loves you, and she's good for you, there's no way in hell I'm going to let any other females up in the household, up in my house, in and out my house, or around me, and think I ain't going to check her at the door. Or put her in her place and let her know that you're dumb as shit and you look dumb and you're trifling. There's no way. Sorry. I'm just saying. There's just no way. It's crazy to me. But to each its own. But yeah. So that ended up happening. I let that shit just, okay, and what's new? Yeah, you're pregnant again. Congratulations. That's what I said. Oh, congratulations. I swear, I know they was like, wait, what? But his fake ass sister decided to call her and tell her that she needed to call me and tell me. What she need to call and tell me for? It ain't my baby. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Me and him ain't together, but I guess when me and him was taking pictures and stuff at the baby shower and stuff like that, you know, she ended up seeing the picture. I'm pretty sure it triggered her because she, I don't know, guess believe whatever the fuck he had told her. She was already pregnant again by him. So it was just like, oh, shoot. Like, you know, I guess it just made her feel some type of way. And she decided with the sister being in her head. And after she left my baby shower, she was there too. I guess went and told her what she saw and what was going on in the baby shower. And yeah, shorty got mad and ended up calling me the next day until after my baby shower and told me she was pregnant again. By the same person she knew we just got married to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you already had the first one. She knew we trying to make this work and move past that, whatever. And you decide to let him talk you into getting pregnant again. Whatever. So yeah, that's that. Birth wise for Nova, that shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He was giving me the runaround with that because I had asked my peoples. I was like, should I tell him that I'm, my water broke and I'm about to go on the birth? He's the dad. I mean, if he come, he come. If he don't, he don't. But at least you told him. He's the dad. Only reason I told this mofo, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we was not together and stuff, so it's just like, whatever. So, ended up telling him I, went into birth and stuff like that. And, yo, this nigga was giving me the runarounds. Like, first of all, nobody was pressed for you to be there. Because I already went through a pregnancy and a birth without you being there with our second child together, with Dion. So, it wouldn't have made a difference. And my best friend was with me for Dion's birth and Nova's birth. So, it's not like I was just by myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I had support. I had somebody there, So, yeah. Nova was about to not come out, but, like, them contractions she was driving me crazy with them contractions. This was my last appointment with her. And, bruh. Oh my gosh, when I think about them contractions, I just, Jesus. The worst pain ever, y'all. So, end up telling him pretty much I'm going into labor because my water done broke at my, doctor's appointment where it was kind of breaking. Like I was leaking. It didn't completely break. I was leaking and I was starting to have Braxton Hicks contractions and it was starting to become more and more intense. And so that was like, okay, yeah, I'm about to probably be having her. So I just gave him a heads up like, hey, la 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 la, this is that. So of course, still trying to pump fake, act like he cares so much. He didn't give a fuck because the whole time he was out with her and their child, that he had on me the first time. Then we end up going to the hospital, I believe. Y'all, my memory is a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, but it's like, all right, like, it's all coming back to me as I'm talking. So bear with me if I'm staring out in space and it seems like I'm just like a little lost with the story, because I'm trying to remember everything. On top of, I was pregnant, and I don't know if you ever heard of pregnancy brain. Yeah. So fast forward, we get to the hospital. I'm pretty much in labor. I haven't had her yet, but my peoples is like, okay, is he coming? I think my aunt Rashonda and my grandmother was there at the time. And they're like, is he coming? Is he coming? La, da, 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 da. I'm like, I mean, he said he coming. I don't know. So they like, well, call him, because you about to be pushing soon. So he like kept telling me he on the way to the damn hospital. He knew he was not on the way to the damn hospital. Getting mad at me because, like, he would tell me he on the way, he almost there. And then when I would call him, like, maybe an hour later, going on 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? I'm in pain, you know, but they telling me, call him, you about to be pushing soon, so call him, make sure if he really want to be here and be a part of this, la da da da. Like, tell him to hurry up. So, y'all. Something told me to go on social media and just look. This nigga was not on the way to no hospital. This nigga was up with, like I said, hanging out with her and they daughter, they child together. While telling me he on the way, he almost there, he on the way there. You didn't have to lie about that. If you wasn't coming, you didn't have to come. Like, what are you lying about it for? What are you, y'all. So he finally ends up coming. I don't think he was even there to see her born. I think he came after the fact, if I'm not mistaken. Angel, please quote me on this. Comment down if you, when you watch this video, let me know, was he there? Because I wasn't, like, I'm right now real, like, at this point, I don't think he was there when I had her. I think he was there after I had her. I can remember that part because he was late. He was late as shit. So Angel's like, she was there, and then he finally shows up and he's trying to be there, but they're telling me, the hospital's telling me, that only one person can be in the room. So we trying to figure out the whole situation with how they gonna stay. Like how are both of them gonna stay, you know? So I think the doctors ended up allowing them to stay or something. Or I think my best friend ended up leaving for the night and she came back in the morning. I don't know. But he ended up being able to, like, be there and see Nova and stuff like that. And then we ended up leaving. Like, I wasn't in the hospital for that long. So we ended up going home. My grandmother picked us up. He came. And then, y'all, I'll tell you this right now. I knew once we left that hospital and we arrived to my grandmother's house and he left from my grandmother's house, it all just hit me. I was in my room. I had Nova right here in my arm. I had DJ right here in my other arm. And I had AJ sitting right in front of me. And I just looked up and I just bawled. I said, I can't do this. I was so sad. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got 3 kids with a freaking deadbeat, bro. Like, I know this nigga not about to help me take care of these kids. And boy, was I right. I think this nigga only paid for diapers for Nova like 1 time. And he went and got the cheap brand. He went and got the Food Line brand. They ain't even get no name, you know. Not saying that you know, I take what you give, but every baby's different. Everybody can't wear that cheap shit. My baby, she couldn't wear them cheap diapers. That shit broke her out. And no, my kids barely ever got a diaper rash. Don't play with me. So Y'all, we an hour and 9 minutes into this video, and I really didn't want these videos to be long, but I'm just glad I was able to get all of that out. But yeah, since then, I don't know, we haven't seen him for real. I had tried to reach out to, I think, the baby mother that he with now, when I think 2 years ago or a year ago, when AJ was in school acting the fuck up. And I reached out to the, I think, current recent baby mother. Don't quote me on that, because he probably, who knows, he probably got some other people out here pregnant. Cause I don't know. I don't even know if she's the fourth baby mom. That's how many other people I didn't heard that was pregnant by him since I completely was just out of the picture. She was real not disrespectful, but just rude on, and trifling, trying to tell me, because I was like, hey, you know, I'm reaching out, like, on some, I'm not going to directly reach out to him, because me and him got each other blocked on stuff anyway. So I know that y'all are dating. That was the word around town. I'm going to reach out to you. Our son is having issues in school. Maybe, because AJ, he loves his dad regardless of what. Like, you know, I ain't ever talk down on their dad to my kids. I ain't ever do that. You know what I'm saying? That's their father. If they want to feel how they want to feel about him, whatever. I ain't ever just, you know, like, no, your dad's that. You know what I'm saying? So I used to, if he would call me randomly and we weren't blocked on stuff with each other and he wanted to talk to them, I let him talk to AJ and DJ. DJ ain't really want nothing to do with him, which I don't blame him. Nova definitely, she barely know him. He never really was there. With DJ and Nova, he wasn't really active or really ever there for them. So they don't really have no tie or no attachment to him. AJ, we was together when we was with him. Like, he was there for the hospital, for the whole pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? So he has an attachment. Well, I don't know if he still does. He doesn't really say anything or ask about his dad much now. But a year or so ago, I think he was really acting out in school, because he really will always talk about his dad. I miss my dad. I want my dad. I want to talk to my dad. Like, just really excited to want to, you know, have his dad a part of his life. So, you know, the times he would check in or want to randomly pop up on my Facebook Messenger or something, how you doing, and fake acting like he want to check in and stuff. If he called or he was like, can I, you know, talk to them or talk to him, I'll let him talk, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, AJ, he started acting out in school. I mean, acting out, y'all. And I know this was also a part of spiritual warfare, you know, them sending attacks to my kids and stuff at this time, because people know if you want to try to play with me, I can take the shit. Don't play with my motherfucking kids. Don't do nothing to my babies. Like, I love my babies regardless of what. Those are my kids. You know what I'm saying? And I take care of them. So don't play with them. But yeah, anyway, he was really acting the fuck out, and I was just so tired, and I was stressed out. And of course, always trying to get my family's advice and opinion with shit, which it can be good or bad sometimes. Like, you know, I'm like, damn, what should I do? Like, I don't know if he, like, you know, because they ain't got no father figure. They don't got no male role model and stuff in their life. So he just doing what he, you know, like, I guess to try to get attention or just enraged that it's like, where's my dad? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I got from it anyway. Because, like I said, he will always be asking, where's his dad? Where's his dad? I miss my dad. I miss my dad. This, that, the third. So he was taking it out on them damn teachers in that damn school. So I reached out to the girl, whatever, that I guess he was dealing with at the time, or still dealing with at the time. I don't know. I really don't care. That's not my business. But and I told her, like, basically what was going on. You know, can you let their father know that AJ is acting out in school, and, you know, can he talk to him or something like that? This chick, don't quote me on everything. I have the messages still. Maybe I'll I know I'm not going to be able to post it on this in this video, because I don't know how to edit and add things to videos and stuff yet. But I could always, if people want proof, just let me know. Not saying I owe y'all anything, because I wouldn't make this shit up anyway. But she gonna say, my husband and I are pretty much, we're happy, and you baby mothers have put him through enough, and what is it? You know, you should just continue, keep, like, pretty much keep it pushing. I ain't relaying no message for you, for y'all son. You just continue being a good mom to your kids. Oh, that's what she said. We're about to have a beautiful baby girl. We have a beautiful baby girl coming, and you just continue being a good mom to your kids. I said, oh, okay, congratulations. Because at this point, y'all don't understand how many females I know this man had dealt with, and they, you know, reached out to me and let me know that they dealing with him, or word on the street, or I heard from the grapevine that he was dealing with this one and Woodbridge and Manassas all over. You know what I'm saying? That shit didn't faze me one bit, because first of all, sis, I don't want the nigga. I left the nigga. You ain't got nothing to worry about, boo. 2, I'm reaching out on behalf of our son. The least you could do, if you was a real woman, in my opinion, I don't care what the nigga told you. Any real woman is like, you know what? First of all, F that. I could tell the type of female she is anyway, because if you dealing with somebody, I don't care what they tell you, because I know the nigga over here talking about these women keep me from my kids. And any real father is not, they gonna fight regardless of what. You're not going to come disturbing my peace. If you want to take care of your kids, take care of your kids. Ain't nobody keeping you from nothing, but ain't nobody about to press you to do nothing either. Like, that's your choice. I'm making sure I do what I can for my children as a mother, and will always do that. I'm not about to tell you something that you know you need to be doing. You have multiple kids. It's not your first go around. It's not your first baby mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut it out. Like, cut the shit. You know what you're doing at the end of the day. I'm not about to chase you to take care of your kids. So, any female who's out here, or I'm not going to say woman, because that's some little girl shit, and that's weak-minded shit to me, who out here dealing with a man who ain't taking care of his kids. I don't give a fuck how many baby mothers he got. You know what's tea, and you okay with that. But as long as he's taking care of your kids, as long as he's doing what he do for your kids or the child that y'all got, it's okay. Y'all don't think that the nigga's gonna end up doing that shit to you eventually, when he finds the next best thing, or the next victim, I should say, after he done using you up and getting what he can out of you? You don't think that he's gonna do you and your child like that, or your children like that? I mean, karma, baby. So her response told me the type of female she was. You think I'm about to go back and forth with somebody like that? Absolutely not. Congratulations, baby. You will see who you're dealing with if you already have not. Not arguing with you. Congratulations. Bye. No, not to ever hit you again on behalf of my kids. So that's that, y'all. 1 hour 17 minutes into this video. I'm gonna stop here because I'm tired, and I gotta be up to get my kids situated to go to school tomorrow in the morning. It's probably already 12 o'clock in the morning, later on in the morning, if it is 12 o'clock or past 12. I don't know, because I think I started this video at 11:30ish. So yeah, y'all, that's just everything in a whole, for real. I know a lot of people probably have a different version of these, of my stories and my perception and what I've went through. You can't tell me what I went through. I don't care what he told you. You could believe that, but the facts are the facts. I have hella evidence and proof. Not saying I have things that prove to anybody. If you don't believe me, that's on you. If you do, cool, that's fine too. This is really just for me to vent and be open, honest, and open my throat chakra and express and explain to people what I've been through dealing with the father of my last 3 children, really. I'm not really too focused on the first baby father. We was young. That's that situation. It is what it is. He don't really bother me for the most part. Let's keep it that way. Or yeah, we can, yeah. So just stay over there. Leave me alone. And yeah, with this one, with my last 3, it was just a crazy ass situation. And like I said, I know so many people outside looking in didn't know what was what. So that's just my side of everything. And I'm glad I've been able to express myself and share my story. And I pray and I hope that I can be an inspiration and a motivational speaker to help anybody out here in the world. Any other woman, females going through this, baby mothers going through this. Like, y'all, it's not the end. You know what I'm saying? I pray if you're in any situation still that's not healthy for you and your kids, run, haul ass, get out. I know it's hard, but later on, you will be thankful that you did. Because they going to keep doing what they going to do. Unless they gain a relationship with God and get right with God and turn their lives around, it's no hope. It's no hope. So, and I know, I mean, with me, neither one of my baby fathers could ever get back with me, ever. That ain't, no, that's out the question. We had our time. Thank you for my kids. God bless you. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? No shade. I'm just saying, like, yeah, you got, at this point, you got one time, at this point, moving forward, like my next nigga, you got one time to show me why I shouldn't be with you. I mean, I know in relationships we gonna go through things, but I ain't ever gonna go through some shit like I've been through in my past. Absolutely not. So you're gonna respect me, or you're gonna keep it pushing. You're gonna treat me like the queen that I am, or you're gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Equal give and take around this mofo. I need my equally yoked, divine, masculine, kingdom partner. And if it don't give them vibes, baby, we can't do the do. We can't do the do. God, I asked God, said, the next person I'm with, show me and reveal to me and help me to feel like that is my man. That is the one. I'm not in no rush for it. When it comes, it comes. But I'm going to know when the one is the one when he comes. I'm not in no rush for none of that. I'm tired of these these different niggas trying to come. No. I'm good. I've been celibate for almost 4 months now, or abstinent. I ain't been, doing the do. I don't talk to nobody. I like being by myself for the most part. So I'm just trying to continue to heal, love on me, give myself the love I've poured out and gave to these ungrateful ass energies and spirits that are just So yeah, that is my story, y'all. If y'all made it this far and y'all heard my crazy ass going through all of this shit and hearing me rant and just being a ear and to really like understand like what I've been through, taking the time out of your day or your night, your time period to just hear me, thank you. Thank you. Like, comment, and just like, comment, share. I'm tired, y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Hit that little bell to receive the notifications every time that I post. And yeah, keep y'all head up if you're dealing with some shit. God got you. I'm also not sorry for the cussing in the videos. It's just kind of a part of my personality. God is also working with me with that, So yeah, but I love y'all. Y'all stay safe out here. And yeah, I'll tune back in with y'all probably. I'll make another video. It won't be about this. It's probably just be a video just being, motivational and just giving you some more gems and wisdom and knowledge and, just tapping in with y'all. And yeah, love you guys. Good night. Oh, shoot.